Okay, I know I said before I'm like a sucker for like good romance. I like these two together. Some couples I'm like in Final Fantasy and stuff. I'm like, yeah. But these two are really, they kind of fit each other perfectly. You know, they're really good for each other. That was a nice little moment. That extra additional conversation with the eternity thing was better than the actual first conversation that he was like, let's go tell Jill. Holy side quests, bro. They're literally everywhere. In a mood. In case you hadn't noticed, your poor hound spends all the time.
What is it this time, Torgal?
What is it now, Torgal? I love the bit where Rosa comes back in 4. And everyone was like, and then like the music dropped. And everyone was like, Rosa! Oh, that is such a good moment.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Something tells me there's no mere adventure story. Something tells me this is gonna be a side quest to remember. Wait, before, what's the map telling me? Oh my god, they everywhere, bro. Wait. So there's 2 other unlocked. There's 1 up here. So 3, 4, 5. Got at least. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 side quests. Just before the end of the game. But again, I spoke about the pacing of side quests. I'm down to do them, don't get me wrong, but bro, 4 or 5 are fine. 11, come on, dude, like. It's just insane. But it's a means to an end. Somebody used to work for me, used to wear stuff, used to wind them up or something. Up, Jill.
What's on your mind, Clive?
He's giving you. Yeah.
Right.
We'll leave her alone. We'll leave her alone. I know you're worried. Don't worry, Jill. We'll be fine. Everything will be fine, Jill. Everything will be fine.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to it.
Oh, everyone gets a side quest now. Oh, guys, got a chat.
You alright?
You're right.
About that.
Is there anything you can do to help go along with Blake? You can promise to take his name off my hand.
Aye.
Don't even joke about it. Anyway, I thought you hadn't finished with me yet. I did, didn't I? Why isn't this bit voice acted? This bothers me. Now, if you wanted to give me a grand title, something to rival to the Outlaw, that'd be a different story.
Let's see.
You have the Magnificent, you have the Almighty, you have the Lionheart. Something about those lines. I'll leave that you decide. I'm sure they're more and more capable of choosing the perfect moniker for Sid, the right-hand man. Right-hand man, eh? I'll take it.
You off then?
Bye.
It's him, I tell you. The Crown Prince.
Three's company. Oh. You're on this planet, yours, then. I am. Huh. You never wanted to shy away from our fight. Some may say it runs in the family. Your father will be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
I know who's up there with us.
As for down here,
You may take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will come to your hands. Indeed, it's so MMO-y, the first
Clive,
line.
my
And there's
boy. Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks.
I'm
Hadn't
glad
intended
Byron's
for you to
right
get
as well.
involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same.
Everyone near enough, all the characters apart from Sid have survived. Apart from the entire city that got killed by Ultima like 5 minutes ago. Don't worry about that.
For anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd
The
make a
plot
terrible
character
nobleman.
survived.
But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the
I mean, that's true. Clive and Jill had to run to an island on the other side of the twins just so they didn't get bothered by Gav.
realm might have things a little more under control.
More alone time, you know.
Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days.
I was genuinely waiting for them to go. No one's going to Gav ain't here to distract us now as a joke.
Without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders.
Larders?
As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity.
Chaos?
A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High
He has one of the
Commanders
best scenes in the game as well. He has a scene where he's having that argument with his friend or the leader for the other city, and whilst they're like sort of fighting all the Akashic, it was so good.
been known to
Randall.
listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable.
Now on all the Toilet's
Literally.
kingdom shall be known as John.
And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
Of course you have.
Like, bro,
he's
I have
agreed
done this so much. Right? I say it something, and then the game says it. I say the line, and then the game says the line immediately afterwards.
Help!
I promise you, I
On
didn't
one
read the
condition.
script.
That he first speaks with you personally.
Guys, I got a confession to make.
Havel has
I'm
always been a
actually
man
Clive's
of
voice actor.
Frustratingly rigid
I knew everything
principle,
all along. I've been
and he
playing
has
you all.
certain qualms about clasping arms with, well,
That's why
with an
I.
outlaw.
That's why I speak like
I
that.
extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise
When I
you in
applied, I said,
person.
"Look, everyone calls me
You don't
Batman.
mind, do you,
Look,
my
here's
boy?
here's proof." And then I showed him the streamer, mate.
Of course not.
Streamer.
As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
All
Leave
right,
for Randalar
I
to
get
send a
it.
stone. Of
I get
course.
it. I get it.
Excellent.
I get it.
No.
I get it. I get it. I get it. I get game. I get it. Let me start the quest and hit me with all the dialogue at the end, please. Hoggers. Any conversation?
Don't worry, my boy. Rutherford is in Randalar this very moment, singing your
Awesome.
praises
Right.
to all and sundry.
Get on with it. Dun, 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 dun. I get the feeling this goes up to level 10.
I was wondering when next
I
you
get a
visit.
bad feeling this
I
goes up to
don't
level 10.
believe you've read this particular chapter before. There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
Be-doo, Barnabas's marvel. Yes, it is. One of the few surviving descendants of the children of the Beckys who fled from the Palestia and took refuge in the outer continent. Only returning generations later, she and her clan were devout believers in the circle of Malleus, whose teachings she instilled into her son. Teachings and memories that he treasures to this day. Alas, her beliefs were also proved her downfall. She was killed in a raid by the followers of a rival religion. Damn, dude. Ain't no way. Lost the Chronicler. Half-able scholar, released in history. Yep, yep, yep. That's a lot of information for someone on the bus right there. There's Mickey Falls, a vast circular. See, I thought something was going to come out there. You wish you had a hair? I thought something was going to come out the ground there, but... Side note, yeah, don't worry. I wish I didn't have hair being lost here. Hope it helps. Do you feel better, baby? Continent, Drake's Horn, Mother Crystal, Blood in the Ash. You know about that. War of the Magi, I know that. The Cycle of Malleus, I would know about that. The Inner Sanctum, I would know that. Echoes, yeah.
You wish to study the tomes?
Nope. I'm good thing. Well, you cap right out.
You alright? You off then?
Yeah, I'm off, mate. Shoot, doo, doo. Right, time to go activate every quest in the game.
Oh!
It's hardly.
And a will. You can count on... Be seeing ya.
I did it, Sid.
Good for
I
you.
made friends with all the animals in the hideaway.
Aren't you a good egg? Torgal! Wait, Torgal's got... Right, Torgal's got a side quest.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago.
Oh,
And you only...
he found Tor. I'm telling you, a DLC where you play as Sid, and it's like a prequel story to this game. I'm telling you, and you still have Torgal with you as well. I'm telling you, it's foolproof. It's honestly, yeah. Sid found Torgal, and he was with him until Sid found Clive. Bro, I'm telling you. If Square really not realize this is the 5-head move and the Giga Chad move and the easiest, best DLC they'll make, and then they make some nonsensical DLC to this game that's a sequel that is not that fun and it's just Clive and crew again. I'm telling you, disappointment and
Looking to ask this now?
Rebozo.
Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
Got that there iron.
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long.
I mean, wasn't he?
Let's get that thing off
Well,
you.
he's both Clive and Jill's logo.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Follow Tor. Where did you go? Like, he's gone somewhere. He's not there. This isn't a actual follow Torgal. This is a, he's probably out on the map somewhere already. And, because it's Final Fantasy 16, it'll do things like that. Oh, more than words. Oh, it is still in here. Oh, it's there. Oh, hold on. I'll follow. I'm gonna go around. I'm going around the long way because there's 2 quests up here. Activate them all. We'll complete them all at the same time rather than doing one by one because, I mean, for content continuity, I should do them one a go, but we're fine. We're all paying attention.
What do you think happened to Miss...
Not these kids again. Not these rascals.
Sid, you have to help us.
Oh no.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No? Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange.
She's busy, bro.
Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind.
Her head's in a crowd.
When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Ah, right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions.
Bro, why you...
Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
She broke it.
Who's gonna put
She
Miss
drove it through a flipping stone wall and it's his fault.
It all back together? She seems
What?
really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't
You
Thanks for
do
the-
that for us. No way, it's crazy. Well, we're going for a side recursion before the end of the game, so... Anyway, I should...
Has
run-
Mididol mentioned a new project yet?
She will. Hey up, Mid. What? How did I miss a quest?
Mid,
Why you little...
if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along!
Here it comes.
If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies?
Here it comes.
You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
Here it comes.
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from
Giving
everyone?
the Enterprise
The
wings.
Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all?
Here it
It's
comes.
not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it.
Airship
The
incoming.
Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Here come
Are you
the
volunteering?
best quest for part.
I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light,
Write it down. Write it
strong,
down.
preferably no longer attached to
Add
the
this
beast
to
it
the
belongs
list.
to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse
Get
breakers
wrecked.
before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
They make an oil down at the docks in Aldale that's as slippery as the sea nasties.
That crystal certainly don't boot well.
What should I write next?
I'm confused. Where's this quest? Live Litany of Errors. Where is this quest? What is it, bugged? Oh, it's up there.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
Sure, buddy.
It is an honor
Let's
to finally
hear
speak with
it.
you. My name is Herman.
Hello, Herman.
I've been with the Curse Breakers for some time now.
Nice.
And I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous.
It
I will
needs a
not
sweep.
send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly.
It needs a sweep.
Why would you want to go back?
He's from
I
there.
need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather,
Barbach.
I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn back.
I get it.
Tortured
I got it.
until we feared no
Herman,
pain.
Herman, I
Few
got it.
ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many, but they must be remembered. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged. Sid,
I'll go instead. I don't see anything else.
You were a good friend, but the fact remains that Ash is simply
Sid.
too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the...
You will?
I won't let you...
I
You can start by...
read.
All right.
May the mothers.
I read that quick. I did read everything, but the long and short is, we got the point of the story.
So there's a new mother.
One moment you think you've freed the realm from the fate.
A darker one turns up. Classic Final Fantasy, am I right? What old Final Fantasies where you think you kill the final boss and then it goes on again? Oh wait, every single one of them.
All this time. I'm glad I was there for his final moments.
Good thing.
Is there aught I might assist you with?
Oh,
His Grace and I.
click on our travels and often send remains even now. Duty is
At first, it was my duty to him. My lord.
Your resolve to go then.
I am.
My lord. These should all be
I do not
voice
doubt
acted.
it.
It annoys me it isn't. AAA game, by the way.
Thank you,
This
Yota.
annoys me more than
May you
anything.
return.
Nah, AAA game, PS5 game,
the
there's no
Firebird's flame
excuse to
burn
make
ever in your
voice
heart.
acted. They're gonna start the
Thank
sentence
you, my lord, for taking me in.
anytime better.
Everyone here.
What now? What quest is going off here? Aiming high.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around.
Alright, Sid.
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
Yeah.
I do.
Have you heard about the mountain one in Final Fantasy 15?
Give
That's
them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder.
Oh, here comes the bounty.
There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza, but don't expect to make quick work of the bastard.
I'll keep that in mind. No.
Is that right?
A game where everything's voice acted, it's kind of just not.
I'll be time. And if it won't, I'll be here if you need me.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be...
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details.
If you say so.
But this
Why don't you go talk to him?
It set me on the
Just tell him
path
where to
to
go.
becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
I got it. Alright, I get it. It's an important book that you won't tell me about. I need to go speak to Holmes to figure that one out. If I see 80 of them, I'm going to lose one. So far, there's 4 bounties. One of them S rank, isn't it? This one here. This is the Chimera. In Dalmekia, I believe, somewhere. No idea where, but it's in Dalmekia. The game decided to not tell me. We got one in Estla. Oh, it's in Walud. Titan's Wake. Also in Dalmatia. And Brock in Sandbreck. Cool. Not that bad. There's only 4. I still haven't activated every quest yet.
Sid, I was wondering if you could
There's
help
still
me.
some out in the world as
It
well.
depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation. Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to scouting. We're few with the nose for that,
Well,
which
scout.
is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' testing?
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words. I'll let the initiate know that he is...
No time like that.
No time like the present.
No time like the present. They said. No time like the present. Come on, I want to activate everything and start moving on.
I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
I was thinking the same thing, bro.
I feel like it's...
Stories again.
Sid.
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escape. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison.
How did she come?
Finding bearers always was her, and it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. And even better for her. Bearers with no one to look after them.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden curse breakers from traveling to Walud,
Yeah, we're on
I
side quest
can't
now.
let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, and we stay no longer than we have to.
Thank you, Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. The thought of him held captive in that...
He must be very important.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit walls. We should
Sounds
head
good.
there as quickly.
As do I, Dor.
Yeah, we're on side quest, Trev, so you can hang out. How you getting on with your game?
Must we away? My decision is made. You said it yourself. He must.
He must.
Time is
Telling
nigh.
you, Dion is. Joshua's got a side quest. Excellent.
Ah, Clive. This is it then. Indeed.
Is the upper mobile, guys?
Of course.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say...
It's... nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will?
In the crypt, but after Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperial, and in the process of doing so...
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning...
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as...
Very well.
Joshua's like, we must rush and save the world. But I also have a side quest for us. Classic Joshua right there. Nearly there.
Hippocrates. I've been charged with locating a book called...
Then you seek a rare gem indeed, one whose name I had not thought to... You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much.
And yet I gather... Clive, if the young professor has... I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
Who?
The executors?
It didn't exist anymore.
Coveters of Secrets, a clandestine organization committed to the collection and integrity
Well, they're all gonna die if they don't give us this book, so they can get
of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers, a tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known.
Well, sounds important to me.
So rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be...
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors.
But what drives them?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors, you may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the...
And my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting?
Not from thin air, no. Rumors of the executors are rife, but rather less so. I have a friend, well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. But, though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance,
what a
able
coincidence,
to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
And coincidence will have it, it's probably
when I
there.
find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to...
What a crazy coincidence. The book that we need, that's super rare, that some secret organization would kill you, take off your hands if they caught you with it, is suddenly just laying on some dead man's shelf in Waloed. That's crazy, am I right? Toggle. Hey, boy.
All right, Toggle. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy.
The newest quote I do.
Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one.
The story's great.
Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria.
I should have done that the other way around.
Why don't we try the rookery?
Can I do this?
I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Oh. Right. We're free from this area? Right, okay, so let's jump out onto the main map. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. There's things to do here. No. Wait, fishing! We've done it! We found the fishing in the game! Told you Noctis. Told you it's Noctis in a different reality. Bro, yeah, boat. Oh, this is the toggle quest.
It's still here. After all these years. Lots more than I remember.
Need to practice your Batman
You were a
voice.
lot
Just listen
bigger.
to Clive.
You might have to swim, boy.
Mhm.
I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
Oh, nice rendering there. Where are we going now?
This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on.
Imperial Province of Rosaria. Oh, we're in Rosaria. That's that big bridge. Bro, you can visit here?
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
I mean, the guild council is correct. Yo, cliff.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Tree house. Bro, did you like Game of Thrones? Just asking randomly. Oh, look at that puppy Torgal.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was.
Memories.
Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword.
I'll be honest, this is a really cool side quest. See, I told you to. Not all bad.
Well. You never stopped looking for me.
This is just kept all the good ones.
Did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal.
It's the doggo quest.
for never giving up. For never forgetting.
Oh my god, dude. Thank you.
Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
In before you can equip the wooden sword. I'm gonna pause them for the cutscene one.
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal.
Nope.
All right. I'm coming.
Can you equip it? Let's have a look. No. Would have been cool. Would have been good for a challenge run. You've unlocked the wooden sword for your next new playthrough. Beat the game with the wooden sword. Right. Oh, we're getting a view of Rosaria. Look at that view.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
You must put your behind in your past. Okay, that was a really cool quest. I like the ones that do that. Oh, that goes in the room. Increase toggle attack potency. I like that quest. See, some of these side quests are really good. Like they got some really cool impact of the story. Okay, we can unpause again now. I need to be ready to pause the other.
Wait. We're ready.
What was this one? Aiming high. Okay, we're aiming high, whatever that is. I can back this one. What are we doing here? Obtain oil and defeat a. Okay. Any oil? Oil check.
Mid's oil.
Well,
What happened here?
It's not mid.
It's a miracle there was any left at all.
There's a goblin.
Have care.
Random goblin. I'm looking for some oil. I found it. I found it.
This should be enough.
Wait, no more side quests there? We out of here. We are out of here. Darling Marley in. Oh, it's the follow up to this quest. Okay, I knew this one was gonna be a quest. You know the blacksmith dude? They remember they shunned. You know they shunned off. Oh, he's still here. Lubor. Because he's got power. Yeah, this is it. The follow-up quest. I knew this one, by the way.
Here to help me pack.
Isabella
I'll
would be a
be
quest as
traveling
well.
light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
He's playing the villain.
really going to go
So if you don't know, he's chose to play the villain intentionally now, just to set something up.
With us then.
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved. The Hideaway.
Of course.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another.
Monka W.
The town guard won't stand a chance against
Islands.
them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else.
We're not going to listen to you. We're going to lose our lives to Akashic. By the way, if they want to throw him under a bus, I'll be like, you know what? Grab the kids, grab the people who got a sense and brain cell, and everyone else can be the, you know what? The Akashic.
What's an Akashic?
You have to listen to me. They're coming. You need to evacuate. Know your place, bearer.
You know what? Let him die. Lubor, let him suffer the hard way. We'll go. It's fine. They can come in. They can take Dalamir. I don't care. And then these people can learn the hard way. And then just at the end, they'll be like, man, we were wrong. And I'll be like,
Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
you know what? Screw him. Honestly, screw them. I don't care anymore. I honestly don't care. I have no affection for this place. I don't
Would you
care.
lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may
Right.
well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
Alright, see you later.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
You can be certain of that. Proof?
You're making a mistake.
Let's find Clive.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right.
Joshua, nah, screw it.
Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
You know, no. I don't want any of this nonsense, right? Right. This city that was here, right, got ripped out of the ground and has been merged into that crystal. They didn't get a choice. They didn't get a choice. These people in this stupid town have a choice and they're choosing to ignore sense of reality. You know, they are.
Enough of your nonsense.
They are. They don't deserve it. I don't care. I have absolutely no sympathy. Bearer nonsense. When the world is close to ending and they're still going on about bearers' privileges and, you know, that they're better than bearers. It's just like, come on.
They're coming. You need to evacuate.
They're just entitled, dude.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor
What's
raving
scary?
about now?
This stuff happens in our real world still to this day.
What commotion is this, I asked myself? A sudden stampede of customers towards my humble stall? No, it was a stampede of customers away from Lubor's.
This guy. This guy, that was funny. I didn't expect that. That was actually funny. He's like, oh, customers! No, we're leaving Newport.
Lord Ferda.
Sid, what's wrong?
Everything?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted. The bloody fools.
Yeah.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Ferda! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire.
White Walkers.
They don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
Yes, you better wake them up, bro.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Run!
Just go on!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Go on! Go!
Just go. Just go.
Oh, wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Right. You know what? I'm about to end these people before the Akashic do.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He
Kids.
solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly around here?
Kids always just say it as it
Ever
is.
say thank you, ever?
I love that last line. None of you ever say thank you, ever. You are so rude. The thank you one was great.
Ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist.
sorry. Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather around if you don't want to die.
How's it going, Sid? I disagree. This isn't the worst side quest in the game. This is almost like seeing the turnaround from normal people understanding that bearers are more...
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil
Look,
at all
just
costs.
send me at them and I'll kill them all. Right?
Conrad,
It's not hard.
can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done. As you wish.
Funny. It took 2 kids to remind this entire village that he literally has allowed them to be in the position they are now.
Natalie,
And now
I
they
would
will-
ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Go take out the big mob head on. This is Clive's part of the game.
Where else but the most perilous place of all?
Right.
I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still
Why
there.
didn't I just stay here and...
Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
But why didn't I just take out the
A little
horde?
gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be...
All right.
Luckily, so
you are. All right then, we all know what we have
The
to
violins
do.
are back.
Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalamil.
Instead of him being a leader, they could just like have a coordinated
Looks like everyone's ready. I better not keep them waiting.
Get all these we will
weapons
defend
into the
Dalamil
hands
as
of the
best we
watch.
can,
They're
but
no
the
use
town
lying
won't be
around
truly
here.
safe.
Everyone in Cheratina.
Where's the quest?
Has been dealt with.
Where the heck is it? Is it this one? This one, right? Doing lines in the sand. Oh, bro, I can't even tell which side quest is active.